Hello ratbags, it's Jade. Real talk today, big channel changes. What is JPG? Why the hell have I got 3 channels? And why I'm not doing art content anymore, ever again, on the main channel. So first off, thank you. Ratbags, I don't often say it enough, I guess. Sometimes, because I jump from game to game, I don't always see the same people. So I don't have as big a fan base as other YouTubers or Let's Players, because I don't generally do Let's Play content all the time. It's more news, guides and opinion reviews. But some of you guys have been around a long time. You know, I've grown this channel to 83 million views, 187,000 subs. I've had some more ups and downs in the last couple of years where I've been focused on other stuff. But predominantly we've still been growing, diving into every new big survival release, taking a look at older games as well with their new updates. As you guys know, some games I won't cover because I don't like the way they do things. And so I kind of stopped covering certain games like Conan Exiles and 7 Days to Die. I'm still a bit iffy about until I see it actually arrive on console. But by and large, I've covered the most important survival games to launch, shown a light on some of the smaller ones, and hopefully shown you some new stuff. Of course, this channel started out as an Ark channel, kind of. I was always covering other games, but Ark was obviously the one that helped me become a YouTuber full time. It was the one I got the most views on. So yeah, it obviously a big deal. But I've also generated them 30 million views plus. I've done 1,500 videos over the years and live streams, but I haven't really been into Ark in a long time. You guys know, if you're a long time fan, I'm pretty critical of the game, hence why you've not seen much content. Dipped in maybe for the occasional DLC map release, done a couple guides and then just dipped. That's because I was having much more success with other games. Grounded was massive for me. I've had good success in non-survival games like Skyrim, other RPG games like Dying Light. You get the idea. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, other games I've toyed around with. But I do want to make this more the home of new survival, because that was always what I really envisioned it being. Showing off new survival games, giving you reviews and doing lots of guides. And that's kind of where it stayed at. In the last week alone, I've covered like 4 or 5 different new games, and that's going to continue. We've got Nightingale, Enshrouded, Return to Moria. So many big survival games could be launching before the end of this year. So why am I not doing Ark anymore? Well, as you guys know, the algorithm can kind of wreck YouTubers, cover too many games, and YouTube just doesn't recommend your content. Absolutely proven, because my second channel, which I set up a year and a half ago, JPG Crafted, has done better than my main in the last year. I had more views, more subs, earned more money by covering more or less just Grounded. I've dipped into small land and we'll cover what this channel is about in the future in a minute, but you get the idea. And it's just been really good to grow and get a whole brand new audience. People that have never even realised that I've been making content for 7 or 8 years in the survival genre. So it works. It's proven to work. If you're going to be dedicated to a new game and you've already got a game going on your channel or certain things, it's not very good to mix them. For years, I basically did what I want on the main channel. I didn't care about the algorithm. I just played what I wanted, would upload what I wanted, and I just honestly didn't give a monkeys. But I was kind of sick and tired of seeing other creators smaller than me, maybe not always that much better, suddenly getting more views. That's because they were splitting their content or they were devoted just to one game. So my original thought was that this channel would never be a one game channel again. I can spend a good few months covering games like Valheim, Sons of the Forest, but it's never going to be just a one game channel. I will always showcase new survival games, returning updates for the biggest ones, and try and do more guides and more reviews. I did most recently try setting up a 100 days channel, and it just didn't work. You need a bit of a fan base to take with you. So either I could have tried doing 100 days content on my main channel, but I thought, oh, maybe the algorithm will reward me through having just some quality videos every 4 or 5 weeks. Blatantly, it didn't do that. I was live streaming here as well, so it wasn't a complete loss. I pretty much live streamed all my 100 days content. But simply put, the highest I got was like 6,700 views. I still think I'm going to do 100 days content, which I'm going to talk about, but I've gone and changed it. It's now no longer 100 days content, it is now going to be devoted to Ark. If you want Ark news first, if you want Ark guides, you want to hear opinions about Ark, the remaster, Ark 2, then this is where it's going to be from now on. JPG Ascended is the future home of Ark for me. You're probably not going to see Ark on this channel pretty much ever again. maybe like a few promotional videos or, you know, previewing stuff. But basically, it's all going to be here. So if you're not subscribed, please do. And hopefully you'll stick around on the main channel to see games like Nightingale and Enshrouded, because that's where it's all going to be here. But if you just want Ark, then go and subscribe to my Ascended channel. I'm going to be hitting it hard in October with a release. Every guide imaginable, covering news and stuff quick and first, because that's my angle and always has been. The second channel, like I said, has had huge success. I've been covering mostly Grounded, done a bit of Small Land, and in the future I'll plan things like Hightail, maybe some other smaller chill games. The idea was that basically I was jumping from like Sons of the Forest or Rust to Grounded, and their demographics were very different. A lot of people only have consoles, they don't have PCs, some of them are younger, some of them are going to be much older, mature, some want PvP, some don't. So the idea is that this main channel will be maybe the home for PvP, more mature survival, and my second channel was meant to be more simulation and city building as well. I've kind of dropped that in the end, although I like them games. I've just got to face it, I can't cover every genre and every type of game that I want to. I love Grounded. Grounded is probably my favourite game in the last few years, maybe apart from Valheim. I've done really well in it with views. I'm going to carry on. They're still getting updates. But I'm going to start branching out a little bit more. Like I said, I've dived into Small Land, dived into games like Core Keeper, and shown off a few other smaller little indie games. And the big plan was eventually Hightail. That's what I would probably cover on this channel. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing more 100 days content. My 100 days content of Grounded did pretty well recently. And I think if I do that a bit more, I could probably transfer quite a few fans to maybe watch more 100 days content on like Subnautica or Small Land again. As long as I'm keeping up to date with the Grounded content when it arrives, and in between doing 100 days content, I think I should just about be able to keep my Grounded fans happy and hopefully get them watching other content. That's probably what I should have done. Took one of my audiences, got a boost from them starting to watch my 100 days content. I'm still adamant that 100 days content is where it's at. It really does give you a big boost when you can get one of your 100 days videos to be successful. And generally live streaming it is what I want to do as well. So you might see more live streams here on my second channel. When a Grounded update drops though, I'll be there like always covering it all. And the occasional foray into things like Small Land or news about Hightail or other games similar. So there we go. Hopefully that's kept it pretty reasonable. You stick with JPG, survival, for brand new survival games and updates on the biggest and best. You want to see guides and reviews, this is where it's at. You check out JPG Ascended if you want nothing but Ark Survival Evolved, Ark Ascended, Ark 2 news and guides. And you make sure you subscribe to JPG Crafted if you want Grounded, maybe some 100 days content, Small Land, and possibly games like Hightail in the future. Of course, the best thing to do is join my Discord so you keep up to date with all my uploads in one go. And yeah, I am going to be taking a bit of a break. I've got my fourth rat bag on the way at the end of the month, hence why I'm not going to be covering Starfield unless I get some sort of early code, which they've not sent me yet, so probably not. So I'm going to have maybe a week off. I was going to plan for more, but I ain't going to lie. I've had some big bills come in, so I'm probably going to have to just get back to work sooner and try and juggle helping out my wife a little bit more with the baby. But when I'm back in September, going to be hitting it hard. Grounded's going to be a big month. They've got things going on where it's going to be basically part of their Xbox core. So there's going to be more new players to Grounded. And I do want to start streaming or playing a brand new game for 100 days content. Obviously in October, that's when things are going to go turbo for this channel. But I do carry on planning to do more news, previews and hyping up what we're going to see with the Ascended remaster. And then the main channel, we've got a whole bunch of games being released between now and Christmas. So as soon as we get the release dates for them, got Gamescom coming up, and lots of other stuff that I know is happening. I'm going to be hitting that hard on this channel. And if you've been a ratbag and you've been here a long time, thank you so much. It's hard to keep track when someone's always uploading something different that maybe isn't your cup of tea. But some of you guys really do try and watch my content a lot. You comment a lot, which is just like the most amazing thing. So I do appreciate your support. I haven't got the biggest fan base covering so many games and the way that I've done guides and news. And I can be opinionated, so I know that puts off people sometimes. But by and large, to get 83 million views, plus another 14 on a second channel in just a year and a half, and hopefully starting to build this one up, shows that I'm doing the right thing. I wish I could do it all in just one channel, but it got to the point I was trying that for about 3 years. And yeah, since switching my content, it's just been absolutely proven it's been more successful for me. So thank you so much. Come join Discord, come talk to me a bit more about stuff if you want, and I'll see you soon.